In this video, I'm going to show you how to create and modify SmartArt. Now, SmartArt is a collection of graphical lists and diagrams. I've opened up the book review Harry Potter file, and I'm going to scroll to the last page in this file, and on it, I've got some extras. I've got Harry Potter book sales data, Harry Potter movie data, and Harry Potter bloodline hierarchy. I'm going to use the bloodline hierarchy to create my SmartArt graphic. So the first step is to click where you want the graphic to be inserted. So I clicked right underneath my last thing typed. Then I click on the Insert tab and I look in the Illustrations group and I click SmartArt. Now, the Choose a Graphic window is organized so that the different categories of SmartArt are listed in the left-hand task pane. And as I click on them, subcategories appear in the middle. And if I hover over them, they're all named, and the little tag shows up and tells me what that name is. If I click on one, it shows me a bigger picture of what it's going to look like and gives me a description of how it should be used. I'm looking for a hierarchy chart, and I think I'm going to go with the first one called an organization chart. There's my picture, here's my description, and now I'm going to click OK. Now, when I clicked OK, a couple of things happened. I got my SmartArt graphic in my document, and I got two new contextual tabs, SmartArt Design and SmartArt Format. Now on these tabs, I find the tools that I need to interact with my SmartArt. And we'll take a look at those tools in a little bit. First, we're going to focus on entering some data into our SmartArt. So I want this hierarchy chart to show the bloodlines in Harry Potter. So at the very top is pure blood. So I click in the top block and type pure blood. Next down is half blood. And in this next row, I have too many blocks. So to delete some, I just click on the one I want to get rid of and hit the delete button on my keyboard. So I'm going to delete two. And in this last one, I'm going to type mudblood. Now I need two more levels in my hierarchy chart. So to get them, I would click on my SmartArt Design tab and click the Add Shape drop arrow. And I'm going to add a shape below. And there it is. This would be a squib. And then below them would be a muggle. Now I've entered all the data that I need into this SmartArt graphic. Now I can work on my SmartArt Design tab to change the appearance of it however I'd like. Now it's important to note that when you're working from the Design tab, whatever you choose here affects the whole SmartArt, not just the piece that's activated. So for example, notice my muggle block is the one that's activated. But if I click on my layouts drop arrow and I hover over any of them, it applies the change to the whole graphic. Okay, I happen to like how mine is organized, so I'm not going to change my layout. Change colors, again, affects the whole graphic because I'm on the SmartArt Design tab. So I'm just going to pick something I like. I'm going to go with this red and purple. Named, colorful range, accent colors 3 to 4. And then this area over here is pretty cool, SmartArt styles. If you hover over them, the name of the style shows up and you get a little preview of what it's going to look like. And if you click this drop arrow, you'll see there's a few more available in there. So I'm going to go with the brick scene. Now on the Format tab, this tab pays attention to which block is activated. So I still have my Muggle block activated. So if I go to use any of these options, let's say I change my shape, I'm going to make it a circle. It only affects that graphic. Okay, I want it to go back to a rectangle. SmartArt shape styles. So pick something I like. It's only that one. So if I want to change Mudblood, let's say I don't want two purples, I'll make this a different color. I'll make it an orange. Now, if I want to further modify, I can play with my shape fill. I can add a picture to it, a gradient effect, which is a color mixing. I could add a texture. Okay, whatever I want. Shape outline. Okay, right now I have, I think, a blue outline. I'll do a bright yellow just so that it shows up. And I can also play with my width, make it wider or more narrow, whatever I'd like. Now, if your SmartArt has words in it, you can work with the word art styles. It's just a point and click, and you choose what you'd like. And again, you can play with it by using these text fill, text outline, and text effects. Let's do another SmartArt. So I'm going to click right after this one and hit enter a couple of times. Moved it down. Let me drag it back up. So if you want to move or resize your SmartArt, you do it the same way as any other object. So the four-headed arrow will let you move it. You got to be careful of what's selected though, like you just saw. Four-headed arrow lets you move. Any of the sizing handles on the edge will let you resize. It's always best to do it from a corner. And now I've made space to make my new SmartArt. So I clicked where I want it. I'm going to go to my Insert tab, choose SmartArt, and this time I'm going to do a process. And I will do this closed chevron process. So I select it. Here's a little picture of what it looks like, little description of how you should use it, and I click OK. Same thing happened for this SmartArt that happened previously. I have my graphic, and then I have my contextual tabs. So now I just need to build my SmartArt. So I'm going to make this the process of passing a class. So the last item in it will be pass class. And then I want to put all the things you need to do to pass a class. Try your best. Study. And I want to add some more graphics. So again, from my SmartArt Design tab, I'm going to go to add a shape. And this time I want one before. So in addition to studying, you need to do your work. I'm going to put one more before. You also need to attend class. And now I can change this up however I want. My layouts are here. I'll go with this one. I'll change my colors. And I'll apply a SmartArt style. Now, if I want to modify individual pieces of my SmartArt, I go to the Format tab, choose the piece I want to work with, and then modify it however I want. If it's got words in it, I can apply the word art. So hopefully you guys see how awesome SmartArt is. It's really great to use in a document to illustrate something, or you can use it alone. So I hope you guys like SmartArt.